Okay guys, so I was randomly checking Google Trends because sometimes I like checking how popular a topic is, and so I searched Cyberpunk, right? Because I was curious how many people are searching for the subject in the past few months, right? And surprisingly, the popularity is very consistent for a while now, as you can see by this graph over here. And also I compared Cyberpunk with other games as well, but I believe it's also important to analyze the graph. So this is the release right here in 2013, 12. Yeah, that's the teaser, I believe. The one where it says we are gonna release it when it's ready or something like that. Then around here probably is the, yeah, it's E3, right? Whenever they announced or they showcased the 40-minute footage. As I said, the release, patch 1.5, patch 1.6 I think, but also the release of Edge Runners, the anime, right? Now that one really created a spike in popularity. And then we also have Phantom Liberty right here with another spike. Phantom Liberty patch 2.0 I believe as well. Right here patch 2.1 I think. And that's the graph. Now I also added Witcher 4. Basically nothing for Witcher 4. I'm not gonna... Well, actually I will show it to you so you can see. Witcher 4 game. It's basically nothing, right? I think this is when they announced... Yeah, this is whenever they released the trailer during the Game Awards. But that's about it. There is nobody is searching for the subject right now. It's technically what happened with Cyberpunk. Whenever they released a teaser, basically nobody was searching for it. The same happens for Witcher 4. But then I searched for Witcher 3 because I was curious how it performs in comparison to another game made by CD Projekt Red. And as you can see, it does well, but not as good as Cyberpunk. And it seems like, well, maybe Witcher released stuff around this time as well. This in December, right here in 2022, I believe they released another Witcher season on Netflix, so that's probably one of the spikes. This one right here, maybe this is whenever they announced that they are going to release the update, the graphic update. Basically they released a graphical update in Witcher 3 together with some stuff related to the Netflix TV series. Another spike right here is also thanks to the Netflix TV series, I believe. Whenever it was released, first season. I mean, you can even see the decline in graph, because if the Netflix TV series was better, the spike would be higher, I think. Right here, I don't know what was... maybe it's... yes, it is tied to Witcher 4. Yes, this is another spike tied to Witcher 4. But surprisingly, both of these games are pretty popular still. And I also compared Cyberpunk and, well, Witcher as well because it was already compared with Cyberpunk. I compared both of these with Skyrim because I think that's one of the games which survived the most, I would say, thanks to the modding community, and it surprisingly does very well. As you can see, it says that Skyrim is at an 8 in popularity, probably thanks to the release of Oblivion Remastered, by the way, amazing game. Then Cyberpunk at a 5 and Witcher 3 at a 2. So yeah, but other than that, it is pretty leveled with Cyberpunk. Let me remove Witcher 3 so we can see it better. Yeah, it's pretty leveled. And that is very impressive to me for Cyberpunk to keep up with Skyrim, because in my opinion, Skyrim, as I mentioned earlier, it is popular thanks to the mods, and it is also an amazing game. Cyberpunk doesn't have the same support for mods, as far as I know, and well, we'll see if they are going to bring the same support for Cyberpunk, which we can see in Witcher, because they created a tool, the same tool they used for Witcher 3 for the creation of the game. That's what they were saying at the time of the release, whenever they release the tool. But yeah, very surprising. Now I can go on Steam charts and you can see how many people are playing the game, but that's not very indicative of how popular it is necessarily, right? Because obviously people are going to talk about the game outside of playing, right? They're not just gonna play, they're going to talk about the game and interact with other people online. Now, I'm not sure when we can expect the next game to begin production, obviously after Witcher 4, but then I'm gonna make another graphic and I will compare the games. Surprisingly consistent throughout the years. And as far as I remember, they are working on a movie. It's something I made a video a long time ago. They are working on a movie, and they are probably also working on another anime, but I might misremember that one. Either way, all of those, if they are going to release a movie and an anime, both of these are going to help keep this graph consistent for for Cyberpunk, and that's obviously great. Now, maybe you're questioning yourself, why do I care? I think this is pretty cool to look at. Maybe that's only me, but you can tell me your own opinion in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and sorry for the flashbang maybe? I don't know.